For decades, Henry Winkler and Ron Howard have been remembered as one of television's most iconic duos. Fans of the legendary sitcom Happy Days still recall their warm chemistry on screen. Winkler as the cool leather-jacketed Fonzie, and Howard as the lovable Richie Cunningham. But behind the laughter, the fame, and the happy memories, there were whispers of tension, distance, and unspoken truths. And now, after nearly 40 years, Henry Winkler has finally broken his silence on Ron Howard. From friends on screen to separate paths back in the 1970s, Happy Days wasn't just another TV show. It was a cultural phenomenon. Henry Winkler's Fonzie became a global symbol of cool, while Ron Howard represented the heart of the American teenager. But as fame exploded, things slowly began to shift. Winkler skyrocketed into superstardom, and while Howard was respected, many began seeing Happy Days as the Fonzie show. This imbalance created quiet tension. Ron Howard, who had grown up in front of cameras since the Andy Griffith Show, dreamed of moving behind the scenes as a director. Meanwhile, Winkler was trapped by the overwhelming shadow of Fonzie. The two men, once close collaborators, suddenly found themselves walking very different paths. The unspoken rift for years. Rumors swirled that Henry Winkler and Ron Howard had a falling out during Happy Days. Some insiders whispered about professional jealousy, while others claimed the friendship simply faded as Ron moved into directing and Henry struggled with typecasting. Winkler never publicly criticized Howard, but fans noticed the distance. Ron Howard rarely mentioned Winkler in interviews, focusing instead on his directing career. The silence spoke volumes, but neither man addressed it directly. Until now, Henry Winkler finally opens up recently. During an emotional interview, Henry Winkler was asked about his relationship with Ron Howard. Instead of dodging the question, Winkler surprised everyone by opening his heart. "I love Ron Howard. He was my anchor during Happy Days," Winkler admitted. "But the truth is, there was a time when we lost touch. We were both chasing our own dreams, and sometimes you just drift apart. It wasn't anger. It wasn't hate. It was life." These words shocked fans who had long believed the two had been locked in a bitter feud. Winkler explained that the fame surrounding Fonzie sometimes created misunderstandings, but he never blamed Howard. In fact, he revealed that Howard's decision to pursue directing inspired him to reinvent himself as well. A bond that never truly broke. What makes Winkler's confession so moving is that it clears decades of speculation. He admitted he regrets not staying closer to Howard during those years, but shared that the two have reconnected in recent years. "Ron is one of the most talented people I've ever met. Seeing what he's built as a director makes me proud," Winkler said, holding back tears. Howard, for his part, has also softened over the years. He has praised Winkler's resilience and reinvention, especially his Emmy-winning performance on Barry. It seems that time has healed whatever distance once existed between the two. The legacy of two legends. Henry Winkler's long-awaited honesty about Ron Howard is more than just gossip. It's a reminder of how fame, pressure, and success can shape even the strongest of friendships. After 40 years of silence, Winkler's words finally gave fans closure. The world may always remember them as Fonzie and Richie, but their real story is one of two men navigating the unpredictable world of Hollywood, sometimes together, sometimes apart, but always with respect.